Hey guys, and welcome to another Pokemon Wi-Fi battle. This is Hazy Johnny, and today I'm battling the Executor from PokeGDS. So this is a UU and RU mixed battle, and I'm just, well, with other Pokemon in, and I'm just using a gimmicky team which I wanted to test out. So he sends out his Medicham, and I was like, ugh, fake out. Now this is Mr. Krabs. Now Mr. Krabs is called Mr. Krabs because originally he was a crab, but then I saved him into this thing. So I go for the Mega Horn instead of setting up, fearing whatever punches he could do to my team. Now I expect him to be Scarfed, but he's not. Now his Ice Punch doesn't do much. I thought it would do way more to Mr. Krabs, but it didn't. So I decided here I would just go for the Earthquake. Now he predicted that and goes into Wheezing. Now I'm like, Fire Blast. Now I set up Spikes and I just fought Mr. Krabs, because I mean, he's Mr. Krabs. So his Fire Blast, super effective from a Wheezing, it's going to take Mr. Krabs out. Goodbye, Mr. Krabs. Oh, and he gets a crit. I didn't notice that before, but I don't think it really mattered at all. So I send out my Spin Block. So, because I realised he didn't have any spinners on his team, and it's my main special attacker. So he sends out his Umbreon, and now I used Trick. Now, he didn't notice that I tricked him, so that really helped me later in the game that he didn't notice I tricked him. So he gets Choice Scarf, and I get Leftovers, and it doesn't really bother me at all. Now I switch out, fearing like a payback or something, because that would do a lot. And I send in Mr. Wiggly. Now he goes for the Wish. Now, I think he was going to, yeah, he's just Wish passing to something. He goes to Medicham to get some health back from that Wish. But, thanks to my Spikes, goes down Medicham, and he wastes his Wish. Now I go Stealth Rocks, just to get more sort of hazards up. And he sends in Wheezing, and I'm like, Wheezing, you tit. So I return him, and I go into Butchkoi, baby. Who's a girl, actually, I didn't notice that. Now his Fire Blast, now, that did a lot. That did over half, and my Butchkoi, it's not bulky, it's a Rain Dance Sweeper. But I just go for the Hydro Pump because I know that he could Sludge Bomb me next turn and just take me out. Now, even without out the rain, due to my modest nature and investment in special attack, that takes him out quite nicely, and I just recover some HP with Leftovers. Now he sends in Umbreon. Now, I saw Umbreon, I'm like, ooh, set up fodder, because he's Scarfed, of course. So I switch back out into Mr. Wiggly. Here we go, Mr. Wiggly. Mr. Wiggly the Pinecone, and he just curses, and I'm like, what? What are you doing? So, and Umbreon's just like cursing me, and I'm like, you meanie. So he says curse again, and I'm just setting up hazards. I mean, I should probably have sped this up a little better. So let's talk about something, I don't know, the government, politics, weather, no, whatever. So I Spikes again, scattering them. Sucks to be a balloon Pokemon right now. And he's just cursing because he's Scarfed, and that's all he can do. And I'm really not sure why he was staying in. Now, at this stage, he was thinking, oh, haha, I'm just going to sweep this team, there's nothing he can do, because he forgot he was Scarfed, so in his mind, he was doing something really, really good. So he's cursing, and Mr. Wiggly doesn't want to hear this, because who likes to be cursed at, just repetitively? So at this stage, I've just got all my hazards up, I'm just setting up my Toxic Spikes. Now he finally figures out that he's Scarfed, so he switches out and goes into Metagross. And so his Metagross takes, well, severe damage from Spikes, and then is dug into by the Sharp Rocks, even though he's Steel type, and I just set up my last layer of Toxic Spikes. My last layer of anything, actually. So Mr. Wiggly, I return him, and I just send out Butchkoi, baby, for fodder. So he's in Headbutts, and that does a lot. I mean, well, it's going to do a lot. And it takes him out, and that's all I wanted him for, fodder. So I send in auRAWR! Now this is when my strategy really comes into play. So he Earthquakes, and I'm not sure why I did this, but it doesn't matter because I'm, well, I'm Focus Sash. So I Roar, and this sends out his Umbreon again. So his Umbreon's dragged into combat. Now this is when you see the genius of the strategy really take shape. So he's hit by rocks and covered in a deadly poison, and he's hurt by poison, so his HP's not looking good. And so I use Copycat. Now, because this thing gets Prankster for a Dream Mode ability, it lets that have priority, and because I moved last with Roar, it means I get to copy the Roar. So, I can pretty much do this to his whole team, and sweep his whole team. There's also the reason why it's called auRAWR. So I copycat again, and I use Roar, and I'm like, Roar! And he sends in this thing, and I'm like, haha, you're fast, but you don't have +1 priority. So I'm getting ahead of myself, and I'm like, ha, this game is over. There's nothing he can do. And he's covered in a deadly poison, and he's spinning. So his Starmie's not looking too good. I copycat again, which is ironic, considering it's a dog. I'm copying, oh, whatever. And so I Roar, and he sends out his, well, he doesn't send out, I drag out his Metagross. And I thought I was home free right now, because he didn't use Bullet Punch, but he does have it, as you'll see in the next turn. Bam! Bullet Punch. That did a lot. Well, it's going to do a lot. It's a Riolu. So Riolu's down. I'm like, no! Damn. So I send an Elidile. Now Elidile's scarfed, and I knew he couldn't outspeed me, so he Bullet Punches, and that did a lot for a Bullet Punch. I mean, Metagross is quite a tank. So I Earthquake. It's super effective. He's on no HP. It's going to take him down. Bam! Moxie, or Overconfidence. But my Elidile is definitely Moxie. So he sends in Porygon Z, and I was worried here for a second, because I thought he was gonna, well, Ice Beam or something, and be scarfed. So he's getting all my hazards just racking up on him, so I know I can take him out in one hit, because I've got +1. His download activates, he gets +1 in attack as well. But I just outspeed him and go for the Earthquake. Now, no chance, +1 Adamant Nature. Go Elidile. So he gets Moxie again, and my Elidile is just getting really overconfident at this stage. So he sends in, well, he has to send in Starmie, and he's taking severe damage, and he's at no HP, and I'm scarfed. So what am I going to continuously do? Elidile's going to continue the sweep. So I use Earthquake, and there is no chance that Starmie's going to live, and it is just obliterated. So at this stage, Elidile's just the most overconfident Pokemon ever. He sends an Umbreon, and I'm like, oh, he hit that. He takes severe damage from Spikes, and Umbreon can't handle that. So I defeated him. Good game, and hope to battle you again, Executor. See you guys soon.